This is the next episode of my XR Weekly News. We are in week 4, 2026. And here I want to thank my new channel members, Tirekill, Planet Keen and Real Virtuale VR. So thank you so much for your support. I definitely appreciate this. But today, if you watch this video on Saturday, I want to thank my wife because this is our first wedding anniversary today, Saturday. And I just want to thank you so much that you always support me, that you are always there for me, especially in hard days when I worked so hard that I just can't do anything anymore. And you are always there for me. And that's absolutely amazing. That's what I really love. So yeah, my wife is really absolutely amazing and I'm absolutely happy to have her. Really, really great. So yeah, so the weather here in Germany, it's extremely cold, but I absolutely like that. You know, in summer when I'm sweating, I hate that. It's just insane. I can't stand that. But freezing is nice. I love that. So everything about XR hardware games releases and sales. Let's have some fun with the weekly news and let's go.
VoodooDE.
So the situation at Meta is still very interesting because all the news are running around and everything writes different things and here and there and bad news, good news and all the things. So it's really hard to make your own decision. So I still try to figure out for myself what is the result of that, what could happen in the future of Meta. And so now some very important people talked about all that. For example, Palmer Luckey, he was the inventor of the new generation of VR with Oculus. But in these times, he was not so big friends with Facebook. They likely kicked them out and him out. And yeah, that was a time where they really were not best friends. But for now, he's working with Meta again with his company Xreal. They are producing military headsets. And so I think he's interested in the fact that Meta will not abandon VR or so. So he said, no, it's not a big disaster that with the layoffs and all the things, Meta keeps doing VR stuff and so on. And yeah, I mean, yeah, of course he has to say that. That makes sense, right? But still, yeah, perhaps he's right. We don't really know. But now, this guy here, very important, Andrew Bosworth, the Meta CTO, he says that he talked about that at the Davos, and he said, here's this article here. It's unfortunately it's behind the paywall, so I'm not allowed to show you the whole article. But I bought this and I read the whole article. And so he says different things. For example, he says, okay, we are still investing heavily into VR things and so on. But he also says, like VR is growing less quickly than they hoped. So they have to rearrange the investments. And that's why they also kicked off the people. But then he also talked about things, why they really kicked off the people because of a strategy change in the Metaverse. And this strategy change is really strange because he said himself that they hoped that they get a market share from platforms like Roblox, Fortnite and Minecraft. Oh my God. So this is not like the things I want Meta to go. Like this is kiddie stuff, right? To be honest. Like let us be honest. Roblox is not played by many people that are like 35 years old, same as Fortnite and Minecraft, right? So they are focused on that kiddie games, kiddie platforms. But he also said they have developers, and they have to develop everything twice for mobile games, for mobile platforms and for VR platforms. And now he said they will abandon the VR focus of the metaverse and only develop for mobile. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. That's what he said. But be careful, guys. He's not talking about the whole VR Quest system. He's talking about the metaverse. So first, Horizon and all that things. So they abandoned VR here and only focus on mobile. Oh my God. Like, this is absolutely not the direction I want Meta to go. This is the complete, for me personally, I absolutely don't like all that stuff. Like this kiddie platforms and kiddie games and Roblox and Fortnite and all that things. And mobile games all in all. I'm not a big fan of that. So for me, this is the wrong direction. But I mean, yeah, I can't change it, right? So I'm not so happy about this news. But yeah, I hope they will think about that again. So obviously, it doesn't seem like Meta is doing like this huge games for like older people than me. Again, like this big brands and AAA titles, they seem to not push much money into that. So that's what I also told in my last videos and so on. Yeah. So I mean, they say they are extremely focused on the new AI model. Bosworth also said, and the biggest focus they have right now, he says, is of course the display glasses. So the success of the Meta Ray-Ban display is so huge that they are not able to produce enough of these headsets. That's why they also skip the European market for now and focus on the demand on the United States. And yeah, that's the focus right now. He didn't say anything about the closed big VR studios. He did not talk about this, and I don't like it. I would hope that he would say something about this, because it's very important. That's the biggest thing right now, why they closed these big studios like Sansaro and Twisted Pixels, and I don't know. It's not the way I want to see. I mean, I absolutely love what Meta did. I love the Meta Quest, the Horizon store with all the games and so on. But and I would love to tell you better things right now. But this is what I hear and what I see. So I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. But guys, to be really clear, I want to tell you again: do not sell your Quest. That doesn't make sense, because I mean, perhaps there will not be some really huge AAA games right now for Quest, but the store still works. The store has good games, and also and they will also not shut down the servers. And also you can play a PC VR with the Quest extremely good. So don't sell your Quest right now. And I would even still say you could buy a Quest 3 or Quest 3S still right now, because yeah, it's still continuing. Perhaps not with so many games in the future, but it's continuing. But yeah, for example, like 1 year ago, I would have told you that I'm absolutely 100% sure that you can buy a Quest. Right now, I would only say like 98% or so because of that news here, but still, you can absolutely buy a Quest and still keep your Quest, no problem. But I beg that Meta will focus on different things. Like to be honest, what happens right now happens. But this is not like written in stone for the next 10 years. So they were they didn't expect that the smart glasses are running so good, that they are sold so good. So they are focused on that right now. But perhaps in 2 years, smart glasses are not in anymore or so. And perhaps then they will focus on VR again, something like that. I don't know. At least I hope so. So please, guys, what do you think about all of that? What do you think is the strategy of Meta? Will they still invest? I mean, they invest in VR, but will they still push VR? Or what do you think? I want to know your opinion. Please write it in the comments down below. Yeah, a nice update for my most favorite game of 2025, Thief VR Legacy of Shadow. I love this game. It was my favorite game. Of course, you have to like these kind of games like sneaking and so on. But now they have an update, patch 3, and that means they have graphic improvements. And the cool thing is they focus on the balance, lightning, in the dark environment. And this was one thing that I mentioned in my review. Some areas are, I mean, of course the game is dark, but some areas were just too dark that you didn't see anything, and now they are focusing on that. Also, they reduced crashes and bugs, and you have now support for the HTC Vive and the Valve Index in the Steam VR version. And also, like, you can blow out candles with your real mouth when you activate the microphone, and now you can change the microphone source right in the options menu. Really cool. So really nice, and you can update the game right now. So did you see the disaster about the Cyberpunk 2077 VR mod? So the thing is that the mod is really nice. Perhaps you already tried that or so. It's by Luke Ross. And the thing is now that CD Projekt Red, the developer of the game, they wanted Luke Ross to take down the mod from Patreon. I mean, yeah, this sounds strange because of they sell games with this mod as well. But the reason is not that CD Projekt Red doesn't like mods. They obviously like it because Rosner, he works there, he's an executive. He said, yeah, well, he's a fan of mods and it's absolutely fine, but only when it's for free. And the thing is, Luke Ross, you need to subscribe to his Patreon account to get access to that. So, I mean, I can understand both sides. So CD Projekt Red doesn't want anybody with their game to earn money. I can understand that a little bit, but I can also, of course, understand Luke Ross when he says, I'm putting all my work into that. I can't just work for free and so on. I understand both sides. So I really hope they can find a solution here, because I don't want this mod to disappear from the net, because it's really great. It's really a nice mod. And also I don't want that other mod developers are afraid of that when they put so much work into a mod and then it needs to be taken down. So hopefully they can get an arrangement or so. I mean, when CD Projekt Red loves this mod, why? I could imagine that they perhaps can integrate this mod into their game and then perhaps give Luke Ross some money for that or something like that. But what do you think about that? I don't want this to disappear. Perhaps you've heard about the anger between Viture and Xreal. So this is a thing that's also weird, because when you, as a consumer, you would think, why do they not work together to produce a nice product or so? No, they are against each other, competitor. Yeah, and the thing is, Xreal thinks that Viture broke a patent. The birth bath optics for the smart glasses, the cinema glasses that they both produce, and they have both nice products. And the thing is, the birth bath optics, I think there is no patent. So many companies use that. But Xreal did some changes of that, and they said Viture used the same changes, so that's why they made a lawsuit against Viture. And now Viture calls them patent trolls. So they don't like each other, as it seems. The thing is, I don't want this to happen because they both have great products. They have really great products. The Xreal 1 Pro is really nice. It's absolutely amazing. The whole system behind that is really good. But on the CES in Las Vegas, I tried the Viture Beast, and this has a really nice field of view and so on. So both are really good, and I really hope they can arrange something here. And now here is a good example on how Meta is going in the direction of those free-to-play kiddie games. So this game here, it's called UG. And it's a free-to-play title. And you can guess what game they copied. Of course, Gorilla Tag. Gorilla Tag. Here it is. To be honest, I didn't try it yet. Perhaps I won't even try it. I don't know. This game is a Gorilla Tag style game, and it's free to play. But of course, you have like in-game content that you have to pay for. I guess it's perhaps some clothes or some weapons or some different characters. I don't know. And this game is one of the most popular games on the Meta Quest platform, and makes one of the most money-making games right now. Sorry. So what does this tell us? I mean, of course, that's exactly what I told you in the first news here. Meta sees that and they think, okay, with this kiddie games, we can make money. So why should we produce bigger games? I can understand that, of course. But I can just tell you my opinion. This is not the direction I want Meta to go in VR. Absolutely not. So, like this game here is bringing so much money, and cool games like Thief VR or Vampire the Masquerade or something like that. They are useless on the market because nobody buys that. This is I want to cry. I want to cry. This is insane. This is the absolute wrong direction. And oh my God. I don't like it. I mean, I can understand that. I can definitely understand that Meta goes there. But please, guys, why? I don't like this. I don't like this. I know many younger people, they love this kind of things, but we need stronger games. We need bigger games. What do you think about this? I mean, yeah, the direction. This is like, many people told me, why, because of my last videos and so on, Thomas, why do you say Meta abandons VR? Are you a liar or so? I mean, I didn't say that Meta will abandon VR completely, because they don't. But obviously they are still into VR. But this here is not the direction I want Meta to go in VR. That's a huge difference, right? So yes, they stay in VR, but the direction is wrong. Oh my God, what do you think about this? Write it in the comments. Here is the Lynx R2, the successor of the R1. But to be honest, the R1 I absolutely didn't like. They had this strange splitted lenses. I tried that at Somnium Connect in Prague, and I absolutely didn't like that one. That you see the split lenses and all these things. You have an ultra small sweet spot. And now, but this one here seems to be much better, the Lynx R2. It's still a mixed reality standalone headset, but now the old one had 90-degree field of view. And this one has 126 horizontal. This is definitely crazy. This is definitely crazy. And if that is true, this could be interesting. However, the next part is then disappointing because they have a LC display with only 2.3K. So this is like, I would say, under the current standard and could be a problem. However, it depends on the price of the headset, of course. We also only have a Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2. This is nothing special. This is just a standard processor. And perhaps they decided to do only 2.3K because of the processor, and perhaps the headset is cheap then. We also have ring tracking, controller tracking, hand tracking, and head tracking, 6 degrees of freedom. We have a Sony 4 sensor camera that also have depth sensing. That's really cool for mixed reality and so on. And the thing I'm most worried about is it was planned that they bring Android XR on the Lynx R2, but Google, I don't know, they just pulled back, and they don't want Android XR to be on this device. I don't know why, but that is of course not so good, because now they bring their own operating system, Lynx OS, and this is always bad because then they have to care about the developers. Please make your app compatible with my headset and so on. I mean, it will support OpenXR, which is really good, but we also want like a cool standalone store. But if you don't have access to the Quest store, the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, then you have a problem in the standalone area, right? So hopefully this is gonna be cheap, and hopefully it will not be delayed so much like the old one. But we will see. I mean, I would not pay $1,500 for that, to be honest. I wouldn't pay that. If it's 600, 700, something like that, perhaps. But we will see. I hope this time they will not fail. Weekly poll. So I asked you last week, Meta is closing renowned VR studios and cutting AAA projects. How does this affect your trust in the Quest ecosystem? And yeah, the result is pretty clear. I mean, perhaps I would expect that some people would say like indie games are enough for me, but I think the people that watch my channel, at least according to the statistics, say that they are between 25 and 65 years old, so not so many kiddies are watching this channel, so perhaps, yeah, this is why this year is so low. So I voted for the first one, Trust is Gone. I'm very skeptical, because, yeah, you've seen that they closed the studios and so on, and I'm afraid that also the developers' trust is gone and they are skeptical, and they say, wait, even if I develop the best Quest game ever, I get kicked out. Why should I even start? This is my fear that I have, that this happens right now. But I hope everything is going out well, and yeah, that's gonna be very interesting what Meta is going to do in the future. And very interesting also, nearly 30% say, I don't care, I only use PC VR with a Quest. Really nice. And also, this is the statistic for my German channel. This looks very close to that, yeah? So it's independent from the location. And this week's poll is a little bit different. I want to ask you a little bit about the future, what you expect. So the question is, where should the tech be in 10 years? What is more important to you? And now, if you really want like the best graphics ever in VR and a huge field of view, like the same as the human vision, but then, of course, the headset is bigger. Is that what you want? Or do you say, okay, I don't need such big field of view, but I want a very small form factor, like sunglasses. For example, like the prototype of the Play for Dream that I tried at CES. Is this what you want? Or perhaps do you want full body tracking without extra trackers for the people that play social VR, VR chat and so on. So if the headset can recognize with the cameras pointing down and a little bit with AI that you can see the body movement. Meta told that I think 1 or 2 years ago that they want to implement that, but this never arrived. So perhaps this is something you are interested in. Or are you the absolute future tech guy and you say, we need the brain-computer interface and everything should be controlled with our mind. This is interesting. So guys, please, as many people as possible, get in the description and in the first pinned comment and participate in this weekly poll because this is very important. Yeah, let's see the results next week. And let's check out the releases this week. And yes, as you can see, there are still meta games released, but I'm pretty sure there will be no AAA games very soon, unfortunately, but still. So you get 10% on all the Quest games with my coupon code VoodooDE. We have Tent with Friends Garden Sim. So as you can see, this is a comic, cozy garden simulation. Then we have Salmon Man. This is crazy. So we have this paddle and you have to jump from platform to platform. This is very frustrating but interesting. I made a shorts about this. Then Dread Meridian, I also showed this on my channel. This is a horror shooter adventure. Then we have Mole a Hole. We are a mole and we have to dig holes and then receive some nice resources, gems and so on. And then on Steam we have also Salmon Man, we have also Dread Meridian, and we have Psalm VR. This is a horror exploration game, not for children. And then on the PlayStation VR 2 we have City of Hunger. This is an action survival shooter with zombies. And we have 2 escape room games. One is like escape room backrooms with claustrophobic feelings and so on. And also Trenches VR is an escape room with a story and adventure style. These were the releases this week. And let's check out the sales. There's still the warm welcome sale on the Meta Horizon store. And this is so much, I can't show it all to you. But this list here with the sales you will find on my homepage, VoodooDE-VR.com. It's linked there. And then you can also check it out. There are a lot of games on sale like The Climb Tube, Pavlov Shack, Arizona Sunshine and so on after the fall. Red Matter. Definitely check that out. And then on Steam we have Arizona Sunshine 2 and the Arizona Sunshine Remake, 60% off, really nice. Paper Beast, one of my favorite. Exploring Adventures, 90% off. We have the on the PlayStation VR 2 the Exorcist Legion VR, Horror Adventure, 50%. Hubris, nice action adventure, 70%. Alien Rogue Incursion is 75%. Moss Book 2, nice platformer adventure, 50%. And Elbow VR multiplayer shooter, 40%. So guys, get in the description and in the first pinned comment and please participate in the poll. And also please consider to support me via channel membership. You get early access to the videos, behind the scenes, WhatsApp VIP channel in the higher tiers, and even a visit on my studio or autograph card and whatever you want. Check out the description and of course, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell, and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya!
VoodooDE